Welcome back to Codin. So as we are discussing about CSS, so in this video I am going to discuss about the different kinds of selectors that are available in CSS and how we basically need to work with CSS styling and what are the things that we need to involve in particular type of selectors. So the selectors that we are going to learn is type selector, ID, class and the discriminant selector. So guys, if you like the content what I post, do like it, share it and also subscribe to my channel. And already on my YouTube channel I have posted the videos of HTML, C++, the important question for your exam, the videos of Java and also Python. So you can go to my channel and check that videos also and learn from that video also. And also you can follow me on my Instagram page where I'm posting quizzes and also the useful content. So guys, if you like the content what I post, do like it, share it and also subscribe to my channel and share it as much as possible. So let's get started with the video. When we are talking about selectors, we are clear about that whenever we are using CSS we are using the styling technique. So basically what is the styling technique? To give the style to the document so that it appears to the on the web page attractively and as per our needs. So basically for that we are using some selectors. We have different kinds of selectors in which we will perform different activities. Number one is the type selector. So whenever we are talking about the type selector basically targets the element type of the page. So whichever element that we have declared in a document, that is the HTML document, we will declare just that select target elements, suppose a paragraph, body tag. So we will do the documentation and the styling of that part only. Type selector, what we will do when we want to give the styling. So first of all, what we will create a CSS file. So whenever we want to perform styling, we all know we will create a CSS file with a .css extension. So as you can see over here, I am writing in the notepad a paragraph in which I have given the paragraph color should be yellow and the background color should be black. So whenever we are declaring anything part of that, we must end it with a semicolon, like whether the color, background color, and also I have given over here the font size, and given the font size, the size that I want my document to be in form of. Then what I have done, I have created a HTML file for that, in which that HTML file, what I am doing, I am importing the CSS file. We know we import the CSS file with the link rel in the style sheet and the href. Href basically is the location of that particular file. So what I am doing in that file, I am moving that file which I have already created, in which I have given the styling of the paragraph, that what kind of paragraph I want my document to involve in it, like what could be the color of the paragraph, what could be the size of the paragraph, all I have included in that already existing CSS file. In the body tag I am writing down some paragraphs, in which paragraph what I am doing, I have written just p tag, in which the p tag what will happen, the text that whatever is written in the p tag, that will show me the content according to the things that I have defined. So as you can had seen in the previous type, that what we have done in the CSS file, in the CSS file we have given the background color, we have given the font size and also the color of the document. So whenever I will write p over here, so this is a type selector. What I have type element over here I am selecting for the styling is just the p type. So whenever I am using the paragraph, as many times I will use the paragraph in this document, the selector that I have defined in the CSS file, it will work according to that only. Means number of times the paragraph will be used, the selector will work according to that only. That is basically a type selector. We are just selecting one particular type, that is the element we are selecting, and whenever we are going to execute this code, so when we will execute that code, we will get the answer accordingly. So here you can see that I have not given the type to the heading, so I have just given the type to the selector. The kind of selector that is available in CSS is the ID selector and the class selector. ID and class selector are somewhat of the similar kind, but they have some different functionalities based upon their thing. So whenever we're talking about an ID selector is used to style a ID attribute, and in the ID attribute only that particular style will work. The class attribute is used when we want to do multiple times the same task, then in that case we're using a class attribute. So let us understand this with the help of an example. This is what I am using the CSS file type that is external linking only. I have already told you the different types of linking that we use. So in this case I am using in all the cases external linking, so that is easy for you. But whatever linking you want, you can do that accordingly. So here what you can see, I have declared a CSS file in which I have given hash selector ID. Hash is used whenever I want to use a ID attribute. So in that case I will use the hash selector. So I have given the name of the ID and then given the color and the background color, whatever I want for that particular case of that ID. Means wherever I will give this ID, that is selector ID, wherever I will give this ID, the attribute will work according to. If I have given into a paragraph, the paragraph will work accordingly. If I have given a body tag, the body tag will work accordingly. So that is based upon wherever I have given that selector type. So whenever I am writing the HTML document, the HTML document will start with the HTML. Then I have written head. In the head, what I am doing, I am linking the CSS file. I am linking the CSS file because it is the external type linking. If you are not yet clear about how we are linking this, actually you can watch my previous video. The link is at the top right corner, from where you can see that how we are linking actually in CSS, how we need to exactly link in CSS. I have already explained that in my previous video. So before watching this video, do watch that video also, so that you are able to understand different types of linking. So as we are talking about the selector, this is the second kind of selector that we are using in a ID. In this you can see I have given a div tag. In the div tag I have given an ID is equals to, and then you can see I have selected over here selector ID. When I will select ID, selector ID, select over there, I have copied that selector ID, but I will not use a hash over here. Whenever we are using a ID, we use the hash in the case of CSS file. Then I have given a paragraph in which I have written that ID which we declared in a CSS file will be displayed according to that. The styling could be done of this HTML document. So whenever I am going to style this HTML document, it will work based upon that particular ID. After that, you can see I have closed the p tag, and after that also I have closed the div tag. So basically what we are doing over here, we are giving a ID. That ID will check whether according to what thing it needs to work. So this is basically the way through which we are giving a ID, and according to that ID we are working in it. So here you can see that here ID is not declared in the second one case after when I have closed the div tag. So whenever I will execute this code, the code that will come out to me is the first part could be visible based upon the ID, the other part has no ID, so it will not be visible according to that only. So this could be a desired output. Is coming to the type of class attribute. So whenever we are talking about the class attribute, we will define the same thing in the form of a CSS file, but the difference could be whenever we are declaring a class, the class will be declared by dot. Whenever I am using a dot attribute into it, then only the class will be declared. So here as you can see, I have declared a class dot first, in which I have given the color and also the font size in my CSS document. Then I am going to create the HTML document. In the HTML document, what I am doing, I am adding that particular file. Whenever I am adding that particular file, it helps me to get that CSS document into this particular file. So basically, what is the difference between an ID and a class? Whenever we are defining an ID will start with a hash symbol, and whenever I am defining a class will be defined with a dot symbol. So basically, why we are using ID and why we are using a class? So whenever we want to use a thing multiple times in a program, we will prefer using a class, because whenever we are defined a ID will work upon particular things only. Like if we have defined an ID in particular case, then only it can be worked. But if I have to define multiple times a thing, then I could prefer using a class, because class will allow me to use that thing again and again with the help of class defined in it. So in this case, what I have done, P, and then I have written the class is equals to first, because the class that I have declared over there was first class, in which I am writing a sum of this statement. The statement will work according to the style that had been given in the CSS class. So whenever I will close the p tag, and then after that the div tag in particular area that I want to use that class. So what it will happen, it will show me all the contents based upon the styling that I have done in the CSS file. So whenever I'm talking about the CSS file, the content that I have done over here will be p class equals to first. So the time that the class is been using, the text will appear to me according to that only where the class has been used. So basically, what is the purpose of a class and an ID is? ID is used when we want to just focus upon some single attribute and work according to that, whereas class we use when we want to use that content multiple times. So that is the other difference. That is, whenever I am defining a class will define with a dot symbol in the CSS document, and when we are talking about the ID class, ID will always be started with a hash symbol. So that is the basic difference whenever I am talking about how we need to work with IDs and class in a HTML document and styling it with the CSS. So basically, whenever we will use different, we will use this kind of classes only possibly in our styling. So whenever I will execute this code, so you can see the output displays to me is the first class is in red, then the paragraph is not in red, again one is the in red. Talking about the descendant selector, these selectors are used when we want to go deep into one element and from that element into another element. Basically, I have already declared an element. Suppose I have declared an element, say P. In that P element, I have declared an element, say B, means the paragraph in bold letters, or say H1. Whatever the thing I have used in that, I want to perform the styling based upon that part only, means that particular attribute. So in that case, what we are going to use? We are going to use a descendant selector. So that we are going to include that selector which is between the particular element. Suppose in say I have defined a paragraph in which a particular element is say. So here I am taking the same thing, that I am taking the ID also, I am taking the class also. After the class, you can see that in the CSS file written B. B is the another element. B element, when we are talking about B element, is basically used for bold. I have given the color, for font size, background. That is based upon what need that you want to give in that particular thing. So I have given all these things in the CSS document. So whenever I will going to use the another document, that another document is the file, that is in which I have to write the HTML part. So in the HTML part, what we are going to do, in the HTML part, we are just using the same thing, like I am including that part only, the linking of the sheet, but the thing could be in descendant class, it will move into the particular element which is into one another element. Suppose say whenever we are writing a paragraph, we just don't write a p tag and just define a p tag. Sometimes what we do, we write a paragraph in which we will use that this word should be written in bold, the another word should be written in italic form, the another word should be written in another form. So in that case, what we are going to use, we are going to use the descendant type. So when I am talking about the descendant type, so what we will do in that descendant type, we will just add that particular part in it. So I have defined the div ID, that is selector ID, which I have defined. Then I have given the P class, that is first. Then I am going to write one line. In that one line, you can see that I have defined that whole line in within a paragraph. But I want that the descendant part that is written should be displayed to me in some other format, that in some other style. So what I can do when I want to show that in a particular different format. So I am applying over here a bold, that is a bold B symbol, that element in which I am telling that this part should be in a bolded form. So as in the already existing CSS document, what we have done, we have defined that whenever we will see the bold element, it will perform the work according to that styling only. So whenever I will use this part in the bold document, so what will happen, I have closed the div tag, body tag and HTML tag. So whenever I will execute this code, so the whole statement will be printed to me, but you can see there's the difference in the descendant part, because that is the output displayed to me in the program. So guys, I hope you must be clear about different kinds of attributes that are available in CSS and how we can use that attributes, and different kinds of selectors which help us to perform on that attribute. So guys, if you like the content what I post, do like it, share it, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.